What's the dumbest way you've gotten a scar?
I have a scar on my forearm from a weaponized paper airplane I taped razor blades to and launched with a rubber band. Edit, holy crap, had no idea what I was getting into when I posted this. Thanks for the upvotes and awards everyone. Going to try and post some pictures. Edit, photos of the monstrosity. Sadly, this happened when I was 22, in the Air Force as a 3DOX2. It sliced my forearm open on launch. I enlisted the help of another member of our shop to help me destroy the evidence and drive me to the base hospital to get stitches.
Don't touch the iron, it's hot. Can't be that hot. Narrator, it was.
Boys from my class were throwing CDs like you throw frisbee. One of those hit me right between the eyes. Still got a small scar there.
I was 7. Mum said, "Don't use that knife to cut that orange." I used that knife to cut that orange. Things I learned. Orange juice in a wound stings, but not as much as the knowledge you can't go crying to your mum.
I used a pressure washer on my foot.
I have one on the back of my hand from rubbing the skin off with a pencil eraser longer than the other kid did when I was 13 just to prove I was tough.
My brother, sister and I all have the same kind of scar in our left eyebrow and got them at the same age. My brother opened an empty dresser drawer and smacked himself in the face. My sister ran into a brick wall and I fell off the couch onto a coffee table. Edit. I'm amazed how much this comment blew up throughout the day. Hundreds of comments. I took the time to read each and every one of them. Took a while, but I did it. Couldn't help but upvote each one. It was a pleasure reading each story, and it's crazy just how many of us have the same scar from a coffee table. Much love, everyone.
I was trying to squeeze between two cars. One of the cars must have had a jagged bumper because it sliced a 2-inch gash in my leg.
I got cut by a vacuum. A fucking vacuum. I was in middle school and we were going to see Coach Carter in theaters with the boys' b-ball team. Middle school me was pumped. While in the shower I thought, Coach Carter, I bet they do push-ups in that movie. I'ma do push-ups right now. Tried to do a wall push-up. Slipped, smacked my face on the edge of the tub, and split my upper lip open from mouth to nose. Needless to say, did not make it to the movie.
7-year-old me was helping my mum iron clothes. I pulled on the cord. The iron fell and smacked me right in the face. I still have a scar above my right eye. Edit. Who the fuck gave this a wholesome award? CMON brew.
I got hit on the bridge of my nose by a ceramic toilet seat when I was learning to pee like a big boy. Now I think about it, that's probably the best outcome there.
I was headbanging my hair dry in the bathroom. I hit the counter. I was 8. When I deliberately cut myself. Not seriously. I just wanted the word, ninja, on my hand. Don't ask me why.
Playing manhunt. Some idiot made the campfire area base. I was running for my life to get there, jumped this huge pile of firewood, tripped over something and rolled right into the fire. It could have been significant other much worse, but I only burned my elbow and some of my hair. It's been probably 15 years and the scar is only about 3 inches long and 1 wide. I have 2 from when I was a kid. Running around in the dark on a school roof, tripped over and ripped my hand to shreds. Jumping and sliding on a door that had been kicked in, jumped straight onto a nail that went in my knee. I was a stupid kid.
I tried cutting open a lemon with a fork. Edit. The fork slipped and entered my hand, but I guess the sharp lemon theory will do. Thanks for the award, kind stranger.
Lazy me liked to iron clothes while wearing them when I was 20 years old. My left arm can testify.
I've got bitten by a guinea pig. Worse than that, a friend of mine was bitten by a snail. Edit. As you, Flumpybum, pointed out, snails don't bite, as they don't have teeth, but a wee rasp-like tongue. I am aware of that. But writing, getting licked by a snail until it hurt, could have led to confusion.
I gave myself a scar across my eye because I was drunk, watching Revenge of the Sith, and thought it'd look cool.
Punching concrete. Don't ask why I did it, I have no fucking clue. Edit. Why is it every comment I fall asleep after making that blows up?
Was about 4, broke a glass jar and sat on it. Fir needle cut me across the wrist while playing hide and seek out in the woods. _fir needle_. When I was 5, I was spinning around in the living room and then fell face first into the coffee table. I have a scar on my forehead from that LMAO.
My mother and brother were arguing about ice cream cone sizes, so my brother stormed off. I followed him back to a villa thing we were staying at. He didn't have a key and we didn't want to wait, so I just punched through the glass in the sliding door to make an entrance. There were probably 1,000 other safer ways to do it, but it just seemed the quickest. Fucking ice cream cone sizes, man.
Trust fall with my brother. I trusted him. I fell.
Drunk, and leaned down to kiss a strange dog on the nose, of all things. 27 stitches down my nose later.
Okay sis, whatever you do, don't put your finger in the boiling sugar because it's real damn hot, and it sticks to you. Puts finger in boiling sugar.
My cat decided one day that feeding him was not enough, and full-on grappled onto my arm, digging in deep. Got a pretty nasty infection from that, and now I've got 2 nasty scars next to my wrist.
I got drunk on 4th of July and fell in a utility hole thing in my friend's yard and then got sunburned, so the scar never healed properly.
I have many burns from the oven from my first year at uni. I didn't have oven mittens, so I just grabbed everything with my bare hands. Second year I was prepared, got mittens. First attempt, as I was taking a baking tray out of the oven, it slipped from the mittens and burned my inner elbow. Still got that one. Was in the Scouts whittling a stick for funsies. Except I was pushing the blade in the wrong direction and whittled my index finger instead. Bit myself. I saw something I didn't want to forget and thought I'd remember it every time I saw the scar. Realistically, I wasn't going to forget it anyway. I remember thinking, I'll regret this scar, even as I was doing it.
Kicked a refrigerator as hard as I could while wearing slippers after my sister told me she was getting a divorce. Fridge won, but I did get a dent in the bastard.
I was heating up oil in the pan for the chicken. A chicken fillet slipped out of my hand and onto the handle of the pan. The pan flipped and launched the boiling hot oil all over my hand. It hurt. A lot. My government stored 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate alongside fireworks in a warehouse at the port near a residential area for 7 years until they blew up in the biggest non-nuclear explosion ever, shattering the glass window I was sitting by in my house and giving me a nasty scar on the arm.
I have a white dot from where a wasp stung me almost 20 years ago.
I climbed up the drain pipe of a school, put my thigh in the spike that's supposed to stop me from climbing. Didn't stop me from getting to the roof. Edit. Spelling.
My cousin scratched my face because I was very ill and everyone was taking care of me, so she got jealous and nobody noticed for a long time because they were focused on getting my temperature back to normal.
I used to thoroughly enjoy sliding down grassy hills as a kid. One fateful luge led to me running over a hidden rock, resulting in a permanent rear tire puncture, my right butt cheek.
Cutting a pretzel open to put butter in it. I cut my right ring finger.
Getting my bulldog jealous because of some random doll laying on the ground, making her think that I would try to snatch it from her, and get bite in the left ear by yawning. Legit.
Was probably 10 when I fought with my younger brother over who gets to use the knife first to slice our own fruits, and I tried snatching it from him. I still have one scar on each of my first 4 fingers forming a straight line from that cut, lol.
I have multiple scars on my thumbs from slicing my thumb open on cans of ravioli and spaghetti-os.
Cat.
Teacher, go to lunch, but do not run. I'll be watching you all. 8-year-old me proceeds to walk to lunch facing backwards, checking to see if the teacher is still watching. She is. Eventually I accept defeat, turn to walk forwards, and collide headfirst with a piano.
Lifting a small supermarket trolley over a wall to impress a girl. Cut my arm on 2 nails sticking out from the top of the wall.
I didn't want to go to work one day when I was about 18. So I cut across the top of my foot with a sharp knife in such a way I needed 14 stitches. I told them I dropped it on my foot peeling an apple. What a fool am I.
Was a kid, only around 10 or 11. Thought my iguanas were fighting, so I went to take the boy off the girl. Spoiler alert, they weren't fighting, and I don't blame him one bit for biting me when I tried to break up him getting laid.
Stupid self-harming.